Buenos dias, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome back to a very special episode because today I'm here in South Korea and I want to present you my beautiful, wonderful friend Minji here. She took me around the city today, an amazing guide, an amazing experience. I love Seoul, I love South Korea. Everything is so nice here and it's like peak springtime. The weather couldn't be any better than this. The temperature, the scenery, everything is super, super nice here. So without further ado, I think just let's dive right into these 7 questions and 7 answers. Minji, welcome on the show. What can we know about you? Who are you? What are you doing?
I'm Minji. I'm Korean. I live whole my work,
Your whole life
whole life. Yeah.
here in Korea?
Here in Korea. Yeah.
You were born here, raised here,
Yeah.
Korean parents,
Yeah.
super Korean.
Yeah.
So anything we hear from you is gonna be Korean.
Yeah. I think so.
Nice. I met Minji more than a year ago when she was in Hungary traveling. So actually she has been outside of the country already and she's like super adventurous and looking for new experiences and discovering countries. And what is your plan for the future?
Future, I will gonna study in Germany for master degree.
That's actually a super cool fun thing and plan to have. So good luck with that. Hopefully that
you.
goes as planned. And now, if you're ready, we can start the 7 questions.
Okay.
All right, the 7 question always goes like, what is your favorite thing about being Korean?
Being Korean. Can you give me a second?
Of course, you
Okay.
take your time.
Being a Korean.
Tough question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
you gotta pick something.
Oh,
Um,
being a Korean. Being a Korean. I haven't think about this.
I know.
Before?
It's not an easy one.
I like to hang out at night when I was young because it's so safe outside. I can walk by myself when I want to go out, whenever I want to go out.
I totally understand that. Like the safety here in Korea is like 10 out of 10. Like you can leave your stuff around, no one's gonna touch it. You can walk very safe. No one threatens you, no one assaults you. It's amazing. Like I totally understand why you would say that. Going from the best to the worst, what's your least favorite thing about being Korean?
Least. Korean people are how can I say? Our appearance, they are I forgot the word. They want to be pretty and they want to be thin. So many people are care about the appearance.
Okay, so it's more like you feel like it's a bit more fake or...
Yeah.
Okay, so everything is about the appearance.
Yeah, and some people like thinking, oh, she's fat, he's fat like that.
So little judgmental.
Yeah.
Okay. So they care about how you look, but they don't want to see inside of you.
Yeah.
Okay. That is fair enough. Like, how about the beauty standards? Like, we Europeans, I think we conceive this part of the world as like you want to be as white as possible. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about that? Like, most people here value the most if you're like super white. What do you think about that?
Super white in Korea will be really pretty for Korean people.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's an interesting thing because here in Europe where I grew up, like the more brown you are, the better looking you are. But here, if you're like white and like super bright, then you're gonna be the prettiest. It's quite funny. But you told me that you don't care about that anymore.
Yeah, anymore. After traveling.
Yeah, you see, like traveling actually gives you that perspective that like overcomes all these fears. It's like beautiful. Like a week ago I was in the Philippines and I was like, yeah, the Filipino food is not the best. And then I met people who like never understood this. Like, oh, we ate great. And then I met someone who like traveled a lot to like other countries, and she was like, well, you know what? Like, before I started traveling, I would argue with you because like the food is. I thought Filipino food was good, but then I traveled to a lot of other countries, and then she was like, You know what? You're right. Like actually, we could improve a lot of things, and that's the same with like beauty standards. Like
Yeah.
you will realize that you can never be perfect for everyone. So
Oh, that's good. Oh, sentence for me.
yeah.
Oh.
So it's like actually just find your own place and however tanned you want to be, and if you want to be a bit more brown, go for it. Look, I'm the brownest I've ever been in my life.
Me too.
Exactly. What is your favorite memory growing up here?
Up here.
Like when you were a child, what is your favorite memory that you like to go back, like those golden memories,
Golden memories.
like childhood memories in Korea?
In the middle school, I used to play out all day with my friends. It was good memory, but not special, but normal memory
I mean,
for me.
if that's normality,
Yeah,
that's amazing. Is the park closing?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
What is it saying? Yeah. All right, but not this part.
Oh yeah, not this one.
This
I think.
one
Oh,
stays open, right?
yeah.
Good, so we can stay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm so lost in like every sign, everything is in Korean, the announcements, everything. I'm so lost in this city.
But you realize it.
Yeah, I mean, there was someone announcing something, so I guess. Great, so high school friends.
Yeah, it was good
Yeah,
to hang out.
Yeah.
But not high school, because high school in Korea, so many people have to be study a lot, like
Yeah.
studied a lot
okay,
and all day.
Asian parents.
Yeah,
You have to deliver.
yeah. 9 to 10 I studied.
9 to 10.
Oh, when I was in high school. So.
Holy moly.
Oh.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So elementary school, when
Uh,
when you started school, that's the time where
Yeah.
the good memories.
And then middle school.
middle school.
We have
middle,
elementary school
That's 4
for
years?
6 years,
Okay.
and then middle school for 3 years, and high school for 3 years.
Okay, that's
That's
10 years.
total?
No, that's 12 years.
Yeah,
okay, for
it
you
is,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. My brain is not mathing.
Me
Okay.
too.
All right. That's good. So hanging out with your friends, that was like a good part of your life. Do you still have those friends?
Yeah, of course.
So you're still close with them?
I don't think so because they are all busy and getting a job nowadays.
Is it like usual in Korea that people get a bit more distant because you have to deliver for the system? Like, it's
Yeah.
like it's so industrialized, everyone has to like contribute with so many working hours.
Contribute?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah, yeah.
Like to put in those hours
Oh.
so that the society works the best.
Yeah.
And so the production goes on. And
Oh.
yeah, Korea in the past 50 years went from a very underdeveloped country to one of the most developed countries in the world, which is like an amazing thing financially, I guess. But if we look at the, I don't know, the human connections, it's like you don't really have time for that anymore.
Yeah.
How do you see that? Like, is that a problem, you think, or like the wealth or like the money and the well-being is worth it?
Money will be good, but not for like being worthy. Worthy is money, no?
Yeah, wealthy.
Wealthy.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's good. But for the money or like growing the country will be good.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you think about, how do you say Hyundai?
현대.
That's so funny. Like, where I come from is Hyundai. I think it's Hyundai in America as well. So, whatever, like Hyundai, Samsung, all the leading companies that are like ruling over the world. It's yeah. I mean, small country Korea is, and then so many huge companies bringing in a lot of money. Funny thing, like she just told me that most people use iPhones here in like
Yay!
most young people use iPhones instead of Samsungs here in Korea, which is funny to me because I thought I would come here and everyone would use the Samsungs, but not
No.
really. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Thank you for that. And then the next question is, I am interested in like places as well. What is your favorite place in the country? Like maybe you've been there once, maybe you've been there multiple times. What is like number one spot in Korea for you?
Number one spot will be Busan for me.
Busan.
Because it has a Gwangan Bridge
Okay.
with the ocean.
With the ocean and the city view
Yeah.
as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so nice to sit down and chilling.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally understand that. Do you go there often?
Yeah. Once a year, maybe.
Once a year.
Yeah.
That's decent.
Oh.
How long is it from where you live? Like it's
Only 2 hours
2
by
hours
train.
By train.
Oh.
That's decent. Is the food better there or here in Seoul?
It's same.
Same.
I
Okay.
think.
So Korea is not divided by these different cuisines. Like there is one Korean cuisine, and it's not really different in any region.
I think so because but some city has a traditional food, but all same. I think.
Okay, so everything is kind of like the same. So it's not like Italy, like northern Italy and southern Italy is like a bit different in cuisine, but maybe here in Korea everything is kind of like
I think it's same.
same standard. Okay.
Maybe North Korea and South Korea has a cold noodle.
Okay.
It tastes different, so different.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you kind of like speak the same language, but it's different in a way. Yeah, okay. Big break for the sponsor of this video. I'm just kidding. I wish. We would want to know who is your favorite historical figure, like someone that you're proud of who was Korean, a leader, a singer, a dancer, whatever, whoever.
Dancer.
Like, I mean, it could be like a soldier, a warrior, a king, some historical figure that you're proud of. Can be recent or
Proud of.
yeah, like he's a Korean or she's a Korean, and I'm so proud
of
yeah.
it. Nowadays, BTS is not a historical, but it's so famous all over the world.
It is, yeah.
Oh, historical. I haven't think about this. Sejong King he made a Korean letter, Hangul.
Okay. So that's like a long ago.
Yeah, long ago.
Time ago. Okay. Like approximately, you know when he was ruling?
I'm not sure.
But like thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago?
Probably 100, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, what was his name again?
Sejong King.
Sejong King.
Sejong King.
All right. So we'll have to look it up because I have no idea.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Sixth question is if you could live anywhere in the world, like you could imagine your life. I mean, you kind of like said Germany is like the dream to go and study.
Yeah.
But if you had no financial complications, where would you imagine your life to be?
I really want to live in Australia.
Australia.
It was really nice to live for me.
Wow.
Last time.
How many days did you spend in Australia?
When I was 12, I lived 1 year with
nice.
my aunt.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, so she was living outside of Korea. A little bit.
A bit.
All right, so 1 year in Australia. Which city?
Brisbane.
Brisbane. Nice. So you can actually imagine your life going that way, and then you could actually end up in Australia.
I want to live, but I don't know. I want to live and end my life there.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
you wouldn't live there for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
But like for a little period,
Yeah.
it would be nice. Yeah, understandable. I've never been to Australia, but it must be a very nice and cool country, and also good economy, I guess. So,
Yeah.
like the standard of living is also quite high,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't have to give up on that. Yeah, all right, understandable. Would you consider staying your whole life in Korea?
No,
Not really.
not really. Just little time.
A little bit more.
Little bit.
Okay. Why is that? Like, you wanna see more of the world, or like it's more exciting outside, or is there any problem with Korea that you wouldn't want to have in your life?
Exciting outside and boring. Like so convenient and everything is comfort.
Yeah.
It's boring for me.
We actually talked about this like an hour ago, and I totally see that. Like, Minji just told me that she feels like here in Korea everything is provided, everything is so safe and secure, and there is not really a challenge to overcome.
Yeah.
And that is quite fair, to be honest. I can totally see why that would be a problem. I mean, most of us would want to feel that security in
Yeah.
our lives, but I totally understand if you grew up in it, you want some more adventure.
Yeah.
Maybe Australia is not the best way to seek that adventure. but
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows? All right, that's amazing. That's amazing. And then last question would be if you have like a sentence or a philosophy or one thought that you would wanna share with people, like one advice.
One advice.
Yeah, your advice to the world, all of the people who are watching this.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Oh, take
That's
your
it.
time.
With everything.
Yeah.
So you have to think about it, be more considerate.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you rather like think about things than to like jump right into it?
Uh, y- can you one more time?
So it's more like
Oh.
taking your time is also applicable for decisions, I guess. So if you want to make a decision, you take your time to think through that.
No, it's in Korea. So many like people are busy and they didn't take a time like their time for rest
Okay.
or
That makes sense. So
Yeah.
like take time for yourself.
yeah.
Take your own time. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I think I got injured, and that means you have to take a time. I
Yeah,
think.
that's a good sign actually
Yeah.
of that. Yeah. She was climbing. She's cool.
Yeah, it was my first time, but
Yeah. But she said she's not discouraged, so she's gonna go back on that wall.
yeah, I want to.
See you there. All right, that's actually super cool. Okay, yeah, guys, you take your time. And then ending all these videos, I have one or two questions specifically.
Yeah.
And in your case, it's about Korea. So I have two questions. How do you? We kind of touched this topic already, but how do you look at K-pop? Like most people, if it comes to Korea, the first thing that they think of is Korean pop. What's your opinion? What's your take on it? How do you think it influences the culture and everything around you? Yeah, you said you're proud of BTS because
Yeah.
they made it out of Korea and
Yeah.
then now they are kind of like touring the world and a lot of fans and everything. So they in a way they put Korea on the map. But at the same time, does it have any negative sides or the industry? I've heard a lot of things how the K-pop industry is like very demanding and especially of the performers. Like sometimes they have this super hard schedule and they have to
Yeah.
like work their asses off just to like perform enough. What do you think about K-pop in general?
For me, nothing actually, because I'm not so into K-pop. So just music is good, and they are so pretty, and so that's all for me.
Yeah, but like now that you say that, I guess that also goes back to this perspective that
Yeah.
you already touched, that like they are super shiny from the outside, like
Yeah.
super handsome guys and pretty girls and whatever, but then it also just the imagery, like this is the outside presentation of a person. Yeah. So
Appearing.
do you think like a lot of people don't know their real sides? Like, do you know any person who performs K-pop or like who is a singer? Do you have any acquaintances?
Acquaintances.
Like,
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Fair enough. No, I was just wondering, like, it would be proper interesting to know that like that is what we see of them, but it seems for me it seems very fake. Like they perform,
yeah.
they act, they do these amazing shows, but like what's going on behind the scenes? You hear like a lot of gossiping about that. That it's
Yeah.
like actually the
Yeah.
harsh reality of
Yeah.
K-pop. That must be very difficult. So yeah, I was just wondering if that affects.
Maybe probably fake little bit.
Must be. Well, that's all right. I mean, if you think it's actually like adding to the country and now this is the new culture, this is the new way to go about things, and most people support this idea. I mean, good for you.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the other question is more serious than that, I guess. Like obviously the other thing that people usually think of when you say Korea is North Korea as well.
Well,
How do you see, like yesterday I went on this tour to visit the border, and the guide of this tour, he told me a lot about how things actually work and stuff. But you as a young person, it's been probably like 70 years now that the two countries are divided, and after the war, a lot of tensions and a lot of danger that you can feel whenever they find like a new tunnel or where it's like a threatening situation coming from North Korea. How do you see this issue? Like, do you think there will be a reunification anytime soon or ever? Or do you wish that the two countries got together again?
I don't think we get together.
Ever?
Yeah, I think so. But some people wish to be together.
Joint country?
Yeah. But it's really hard to
Unify.
unify.
Yeah, because obviously you as the leading country out of these two, I mean, economically,
Yeah.
you would have to pay a lot of money in order to raise North Korea to this. Like the same happened with Germany when they were divided between the
West and
East. Now the same would happen with Korea, although the difference here is probably even deeper and bigger. So obviously, as most South Koreans live in kind of a dream world in the sense of like wealth and well-being, it would actually be a big sacrifice if you wanted to lift North Korea up, even if things changed. So you don't think it's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Oh, I don't think it happens.
Okay. Yeah. So it's things gonna stay the way they are.
Yeah.
And what would happen if like Kim Jong-un right now, the leader of North Korea, like what would happen if the dictatorship or the regime ended in North Korea for one reason or the other? There would be a revolution or whatever. I don't really know a lot of things about how would that go down in North Korea. But if, let's say, the dictatorship ended, would the two countries be friends with each other after like maybe things started to shift? And would North Korea be supported by South Korea? Maybe if not reunified, but would South Korea support the North Korean people, you think?
South Korea support North Korea. Will be okay if they reunify, but can I say this? Oh, I don't want Kim Jong Un to be a whole like owner, not owner.
The leader?
A leader. Oh.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that would be probably the first step to unification if we if we removed him out of the picture and removed all the leading system of North Korea, because that's basically what is in the way. And then, of course, global politics and everyone. But yeah, well, hopefully one day, because it's actually like terrifying to think about what goes on.
Yeah.
Do you have any like family members or like further relatives that were affected by the war?
My grandma, when she was really young, maybe 3 years, bomb is
Exploded?
Yeah. So my grandma's ears can't hear one side.
She's deaf.
Yeah.
On one ear.
Oh, 1 year. Oh.
So she was 3 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's in her 70s now.
Yeah,
I
I
guess,
think so.
All right. I mean, the war was from 50 to 53, no? Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, Minji, thank you very much. Do you think did it go well?
I don't think so.
Then explain yourself if you wanna say something else. If
Subscribe.
we have, I think it was an amazing interview. You did very well, and thank you so much for everything that you shared with us. I think we understand Korea a bit better by now. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, really do subscribe, comment your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Minji, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you so much.
Bye guys.
Oh, I'm so shy. Oh.
Minji has a YouTube also, so
Yay!
I'm gonna put it in the description, and you should definitely subscribe. She does it in Korean, so if you're Korean, just check it out. Her content is amazing.
Thank you.
All right, bye guys.
Yay. Oh, I was so shy.